World Finals schemes are back. World Finals track revealed. All of this and more is coming up on this week's edition of Monster Truck News. Starting off with the results for Monster Jam in Salinas, California. Racing was won by Tyler Menninger in Gravedigger, along with the skills and overall, while Barumi Sour in Zombie won Donuts and Freestyle. For the Monsters of Metal event in Delmar, Delaware, Toxic with Preston Perez would win Racing, and Kraken would win Freestyle with an awesome backflip. For the Malicious Monster Truck Tour in Coos Bay, Oregon, Rockstar would sweep the entire event. For Monster Truck Throwdown in Escanaba, Michigan, John Zimmer Jr. in Dirt Crew would sweep the entire show as well. For the Renegade Monster Truck Tour in Seekonk, Massachusetts, once again, the entire show was swept by CJ Ratu in Stinger Unleashed. For the 2 Extreme Monster Truck Series in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Shark Bite with Rob Poutre would win 2-wheel skills and freestyle, and Hot Tamale with Mike Brister would win racing. And finally, for the Monster Truck event held at Colorado Speedway in Danico, Colorado, Chris Kohler in Avenger swept all the competitions. As the Monster Jam World Finals starts to get closer and closer, we have received lots of exciting information about the upcoming event, including an exclusive look at the track for the event. These photos were taken from the Inside Monster Jam episode that premiered last weekend on MAV TV. It appears that my suspicions are correct, because for the first time ever, the World Finals racing star will be elevated St. Louis style. Drivers will start atop the elevated starting gates, race down and over this inside racing lane, loop around and head down the straightaway, make a turn, and then hit the outside racing lane to finish the lap. Not only that, but also the triple bus stack is back for the very first time since the All-Star Challenge back in 2019. From this screenshot, we can also see that behind that, there will be 2 jammer/transfer-like jumps behind the triple, which may allow for some interesting cross-thread maneuvers, and the track will also feature this strange jump that was last seen at World Finals 20. Whether or not it will have a transfer like World Finals 20 is to be determined, as currently we have not seen anything else bar this screenshot and the one of the starting gates. But if you thought the track was interesting, yes, you read that right, the World Finals paint schemes are back. For the very first time since 2016, 4 of the 5 competing Gravediggers at the Monster Jam World Finals will sport all new paint schemes. Each truck features a distinct color change with all the flames, ghosts, and beadlocks, along with the flags, changed to reflect the new color. This is who will drive what variation. Weston Anderson will sport Morgan Kane's championship winning colors as he pilots the orange Gravedigger. Also coincidentally, Bog Hog, Weston's mega truck, was orange, so I guess that makes even more sense and provides even more context. Just a little thing I wanted to add. Brandon Vinson will pilot the all-new red Gravedigger, Kristen Anderson will pilot the bold and awesome pink Gravedigger, and Tyler Menninger will bring out this beautiful and classy purple Gravedigger. For those wondering about Adam Anderson, he will be piloting the regular Gravedigger design. This is honestly some of the most unexpected and amazing news we've received regarding the World Finals, but to be honest, even in Monster Jam as of recently. It is so good to see Monster Jam listening to the fans and bringing out these brand new schemes. Honestly, the only, and I mean only, critiques for these new designs that I have is maybe the fog and especially the chassis would be better being the same color as the trucks are, but to be honest, I don't think it really takes anything away from how gorgeous these trucks truly are. With these just being renders, can you imagine how fantastic they will look when they debut at Nashville on July 1st? But the news surrounding the World Finals is not over yet, as Monster Jam will be doing a parade that is going to be a spectacle for all to see. For the very first time ever, Monster Jam will invade Broadway. All 50 trucks competing or on display will drive down Broadway as part of the parade at a to-be-announced date and time. This again just adds to the hype surrounding this event. It's starting to feel more and more like an older World Finals, from the gravediggers with multiple paint schemes to the triple making return, and now the parade on Broadway. This just makes me even more excited for this event, despite not going to be present at the show. I cannot wait to see this event go down on July 1st. Moving on from news about the World Finals, the Monsters of Metal event would see 2 new trucks debut. The first actually is not what we originally reported in last week's news video. Instead of Recreation, Team Tomfoolery Motorsports unveiled the return of Michigan Ice Monster, another rendition of a classic and iconic name in monster trucks, revived and looking better than it ever has. The body is almost an exact, although modernized version of the original truck seen in the 80s. The other truck that was debuting was the brand new truck from the metal shop, which was revealed to be Airmail. This truck is honestly one of the most interesting and unique truck designs I have ever seen. The truck is themed after the US Postal Services, and man, this truck is a beauty. Both trucks did pretty well at the Monsters of Metal event, and I would love to see more of these beautiful trucks on other tours. 3 major independent events have been announced along with their lineups. Those 3 events are Lamar, Missouri for the Toughest Monster Truck Tour, which will be held at the Lamar Stomping Grounds on July 28th and 29th. Charlotte, North Carolina for the Back to School Bash event, which will be held at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway on August 19th. And Wildwood, New Jersey for Wildwood Monster Trucks on the Beach event on September 29th through till October 1st. The lineup for each event is as follows. Lamar, Missouri will feature Dirt Crew with Jerry Beck, Maximus with Darren Basil, Blockhead with Jack Brown, Tailgater with Tim Jones, Jurassic Attack with Dalton Widener, a to-be-announced driver in Rockwell Red, Barbarian with Devin Jones, and Bad Habit with Joe Sylvester. The Back to School Bash event in Charlotte, North Carolina will feature John Gordon in Bad Company, Darren Basil in Blockhead, Jerry Beck in Dirt Crew, Steven Sims in Hooked, Corey Snyder in Illuminator, Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack, Jack Brown in Maximus, Joe Uri in Rockwell Red, Steve Sims in Stone Crusher, and Tim Jones in Tailgater. And finally, Wildwood will feature Toxic with Preston Perez, Be Aware with Ted Millard, Illuminator with Corey Snyder, Shockwave with Billy Bruckman, and Storm Damage with CJ Menti. The first 2 lineups are honestly really exciting, with an all-star field of trucks that will for sure put on an exciting show. Wildwood, however, unfortunately is extremely lacking. 5 trucks and not nearly as many heavy hitters as there usually is, to many is quite disappointing. It's also worth noting that the event in Lamar will feature a spectacular and exciting over-under style track. Lamar's tracks are always extremely exciting, from the Z-style track to the S-style tracks. I cannot wait to see the action go down at the Stomping Grounds on July 29th, along with the action at Charlotte and Wildwood. It's once again time for the Monster Truck 5 of the Week, where we get to showcase a multitude of shows and tours that are touring the globe. Monster Jam will not have any shows this week, as all drivers head to Nashville, Tennessee for the World Finals next weekend. The Great American Smash heads to Hickory, North Carolina, and will feature American Scout with Colton Kaiser, Full Bore 2.0 with Ed Eckert, Hooked with Chad Tingler, Stomper with Dalton Van Sky, Stone Crusher with Frank Krummel, and War Wizard with RJ Turner. The Monster Truck Nitro Tour heads to Gardnerville, Nevada, and will feature American Soldier with Rudy Del Mar Campo, Enforcer with Brandon Galley, Mud Monkey with Caden Morris, Playing for Keeps with Tony Canito, and Wicked Strong with Jacob Galley. The Overdrive Monster Truck Tour heads to Xena, Ohio, and will feature Crazy Train with Triton Robbins, Plain Crazy with Montana Robbins, Toxic with Preston Perez, and Virginia Giant with Cliff Val. The Monster Truck Insanity Tour heads to Fort Smith, Arkansas, and will feature Barbarian with Devin Jones, The Boss with Alec White, Devastator with Aaron Basil, and Rat Attack with Jacob Ladwig. And finally, Highlight Reel Entertainment heads to Forest, Mississippi, and will feature Outlaw Wrangler with Ryan DeTrech, Texas Outlaw with Ricky Fowler, Thrill Billy with Thomas Kimmons, and Wicked Sickness with Mark Andrews. And well, that is all we have for today's Monster Truck News. Tune in this weekend to Monster Talk for exclusive Monster Jam World Finals 2023 predictions. You guys don't want to miss that video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.